never seen her. It was about 5 minutes ago when I seen a hottest chick that a youngin' never seen before. I say, yo, tell the girls I wanna meet her.
Hey YouTube, it's Justice here, but you guys can call me Jay. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys how to not react to the 3D, which is this current reality that we are sitting in, that we are living in the present moment. A lot of you guys may be struggling on manifesting what you want, especially for this new coming year, because at the time of filming this, it's only January 2nd of 2024. And you know, we all want to upgrade our life from what it was 365 days ago. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to do that. Now, whether you're a beginner at manifesting or you've been doing it for many months and years like I have, this video is going to help you better and enhance your skills. Because we can all have our moments where we have a little bit of self-doubt and it just gets in the way of manifesting our goals and desires. So first up, I just want to let you guys know what the 3D is. What you are seeing right now, like everything around you in the moment, what you see, what you hear, what you feel, what you smell, that is the 3D. That is what the reality that we are currently living in. What I'm going to show you guys how to do is get to the 4D and how to bring that into the 3D. So then you can manifest anything and everything you want. What is the 4D, you may ask? The 4D is what you want. Everything that you are manifesting. So say in the 3D, you and your SP are not talking, like you guys aren't on speaking terms, but you want you guys to be talking and acting as if nothing ever happened between y'all. That's what the 4D is for. The 4D is the reality where you and your SP are together, you guys are talking, laughing, and then it's just enjoying each other's company and nothing negative ever happens. You can have whatever you want in the 4D. The 4D is your reality. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. The 3D is only temporary because that is what you are currently living in. The 4D is what you are making of that reality. In order to not react to the 3D, you guys have to learn that you are in control, that you have the power, not anyone else, not anything. You are in control of your own reality and you are responsible for your own thoughts and desires. Say you're trying to manifest a raise at your job. If you're coming into work with the negative attitude that your job sucks and that you're underpaid and that you are going above the bare minimum and not getting what you deserve, then that's all that you're gonna get. That you're gonna continue to be stuck in the 3D and the 4D is never gonna get a chance to come out and present itself to you because you are still remaining in the 3D. You are keeping that mindset there and in the present time instead of thinking about what you want and what you are going to get. If you want it, you can get it, no matter what. It doesn't matter how outrageous the idea is. As long as you are manifesting that you want it and you have it right here, right now, you're gonna get it. Because that's exactly how the 4D works. The 3D is only there as a temporary space for all your thoughts and desires, anything and everything. You're not stuck here. You're only stuck here if you are keeping yourself here. If the door is open, just walk through it. Like, why are you worried about what's on the other side? It's all up to you on what you get and how you get it and how fast you're gonna get it. And it's just as simple as that. The 3D isn't the one keeping you here, it's yourself. But back to my example, if you wanted a raise at your job and you're coming in with that negative mindset, that's all you're gonna keep receiving is terrible pay and long excruciating hours with no raise or no tips. But if you come in every day with the mindset like, oh my God, I just got a raise, like I'm being paid so well for doing literally anything. Keep that positive mindset going and keep it going outside of when you're manifesting. And what I mean by that is if you are not doing anything, like you could just be waking up in the morning or showering, making yourself something to eat, doing laundry, just going out for a walk with your dog. Continue to keep that mindset because you're not going to manifest anything in life if you're only manifesting it at certain points of the day. Whenever people are like, oh yeah, try this manifesting technique where you manifest for 3 nights in a row. Like, no. And you're wondering why you're not getting your desires because you're only doing it temporarily. You need to continue to have this mindset to get what you want. Nothing is just going to be handed to you. The universe doesn't work that way. They're not just going to see you pleading to them and be like, okay, yeah, you deserve your desire. Like, no, they need to see and they want to see you putting in the effort. They want to see you changing your mindset and your reality on your own. And then everything that you want is going to come into fruition. Because that's what manifesting is. Manifesting can be easy, but it's not something that is just going to be a one and done situation. You have to work for it just like anything else in life. And I'm not saying that because it's super hard and strenuous and you're going to be slaving away every single day, all 24/7 trying to get your manifestation. I'm saying that you need to actually take the time to do some reflection and commit to your manifestations if you want it, and stop having pity parties for yourself and feeling sorry for yourself, because that's not how you're not going to get anything out of doing that. Say that you're in a slump, like, just for an example, your SP and you broke up a few weeks ago and you want them back. You miss them. You feel like things could have worked out and things could have been resolved, but they're not talking to you and they don't want to talk to you. Are you just going to sit there and just accept it? Or are you going to manifest for a continuation of your relationship? You're going to manifest for things to mature between the two of you and work things out. You're going to do the second option. What you're going to be doing is you're going to sit there and tell yourself and remind yourself, one, that you are enough, because you can't manifest without self-love first, that you are enough and that you don't necessarily need someone to survive. Like, another person giving you attention is not crucial to your survival, because you are going to continue to thrive outside of a relationship. Like, you don't need them. They need you, if that makes sense. And thirdly, you need to just let go. Stop hounding on your desires. I'll get in more depth into that later on in this video, but for right now, let's just backtrack back to the example. If you're wanting your SP to come back to you so you guys can rekindle your relationship, when you're waking up, going to bed, doing any of your daily chores at work, at school, make sure you are, like I said, telling yourself that all these positive affirmations about you and your mental state first. And also telling yourself, my SP is texting me like right now. Like, it's crazy to me to think that we were going to end our relationship. Like, I'm glad that they're maturing and they're finally reaching out to me and stuff. Just anything like that. It doesn't have to be exactly what I said. It doesn't even have to be remotely like what I said. But make sure that you are stating these positive affirmations that go towards your manifestations, but you have to believe them in the same breath. Like, you can't, like, I see all the time on TikTok and Instagram these fake like manifesting videos that are like, say your SP's name 3 times to manifest them and they're gonna text you by tonight, and then people are just so heartbroken. They're just like, oh yeah, let's just say Peter, and then nothing comes up for them and they're continuing to be heartbroken. It's because you're not truly believing it and you're not continuing to work for that. Like, just commenting someone's name or reposting something isn't going to manifest. It's not manifesting. That's just commenting on a post. Like, it's literally meaningless, worthless. It does nothing for you or to the universe. Like, you're not affirming anything besides laziness. That's what you're affirming. And I understand if you guys feel like that is going to do something, but you have to understand that when things aren't manifesting into the 4D, into your reality, it's because you're keeping yourself in the 3D. All of that stuff that I've mentioned is what's keeping you in the 3D. If you want to leave the 3D and go enter the 4D, where you have all your manifestations and your wants, your desires, anything you want and need in life, you need to be consistent, you need to have self-love, and you need to believe. You have to believe in your manifestations. Because if you don't, you're keeping yourself in that mindset. If person A is wanting person B to, I don't know, like help them purchase a house. If person A is believing that person B is going to disapprove of their new home and not help them buy the house, but they still want them to do so, it's contradictory. Like, you see what I mean? You can't have it one way and the other. It's either one or the other. You can't have it both ways. Like, it's just not going to work like that. The universe does not work like that. It never has and it never will. So you need to put your mindset where it needs to be. You need to ground yourself. A personal example that I have of manifesting and removing myself from the 3D and entering the 4D is when I manifested one of my very many SPs. I'm gonna go with one of my most favorable stories. I was just getting into truly manifesting and believing in myself and my own power. And I was trying to manifest someone new, someone in a loving type relationship, you know? And I had been unsuccessful before that because I just was not in my power. Like, I was keeping myself in the 3D, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. But I was tired of being stuck there and not seeing any progress in what I was manifesting. So that night, before I had left the house, I listened to a subliminal and I just repeated my affirmations, and I actually spoke to myself. I wasn't just saying, I'm gonna meet someone new, I'm gonna fall in love, they're gonna fall in love with me, I'm gonna have a boyfriend, blah, 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 blah. Like, no. I was actually stating what I wanted, how I wanted, and I gave myself a time frame by the end of that night. And I stated what I was looking for in that person, and I was just speaking to myself as if I was writing in my journal or I was talking to my friend. And I left the house, and you know what I did? Is I let it go. I let it go. I pulled an Elsa on the universe. And you know what happened? I actually met someone. And I came home with that someone. And I wasn't the one who reached out to them, which is the crazy part. They reached out to me. Actually, it's not even crazy because of course I manifested it, so it's going to happen in the exact way that I wanted it. Like I said, they reached out to me. Like, they took it upon themselves to go to my friends to get to me. And the night wasn't even over. The night was still young, baby. So I literally manifested someone. Never heard of them, never knew about them in less than 5 hours. I think it was maybe 3 hours I manifested them. Yeah, that's my most favorable story. And I kept myself in check and in line that whole night. I wasn't persistently thinking about it, but I still was wow, I'm meeting all these people, and I actually met someone that I want to be with. Alright guys, and to wrap up this video, I'm going to tell you guys how to not dwell on the 3D, which is the most common and major issue that keeps people in the 3D. What I mean by dwelling on the 3D is the thought of what you have currently in the reality and not what you are going to have. You're sitting here thinking on the sidelines, man, I'm not retaining this information that fast while you're actively studying. That is dwelling on the reality, the current reality. You're not thinking about what you are going to have and your future in the 4D. You are still keeping yourself in the 3D. There is so much that you do unintentionally that keeps you in the 3D. And hopefully this video has showed you guys what you might have been doing wrong and can help you pinpoint your problem and then reverse it so then you guys can finally manifest what you want. Because I'm telling you, you guys have the power. Anybody has the power. Everybody has the power to manifest and put themselves into the 4D and get what they want when they want it, how they want it at this instant. But when you're dwelling on the 3D, it's affirming. It's almost like it's negative. It's reverse affirming what you want. even if you have like the intrusive thoughts, like everybody has intrusive thoughts and you can't control them. So even if you're a skilled manifester, you're still gonna have like a negative thought every now and then, but it's how you react to it. If you're sitting there continuing that thought or getting yourself upset or thinking, like visualizing that thought, like giving it life, you're continuing to dwell on the 3D. Think about in Charlie Brown, when all the adults are talking to the kids, all you hear is wah, 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 wah. Think of that to the voice in your head. Like, it's sitting there yapping and all you hear is wah, 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 wah. For all you know, it could be saying, girl, you getting your desire. Boy, you did this. Like, don't dwell on the 3D. It's just going to negatively impact you and what you want. Always keep the positive thoughts going, flowing, and never give up. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please let me know, because I love manifesting and I love the universe. I'm into spirituality. So if you guys are into that too, please let me know down below, because I could talk about this stuff for ages. And my next video, if you guys are interested, I would totally love to talk about instant manifesting. I only learned how to do it back in April of last year, so I haven't been doing it for that long, but I've honed my skills so well that I feel like I'm more than qualified to teach you guys how to do that. And just maybe some like journaling techniques, because I journal in books, I journal on my phone, I journal everywhere, baby. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching my video, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful and blessed start to your new year, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Bye, babes.
I cannot fuck with you, baby, you right. You are not for me, goodbye. You ain't shit to me.